Okay, hi guys. So today I'll be showing you another time lapse I did of this recent digital painting of a portrait this time. Okay, so I will make it slightly different this time. The video, instead of just showing the time lapse, I'll show you the actual brushes that I use and some tips and tricks I did to create this image. Okay, the first thing when trying to digitally paint, I have mentioned this in my previous post, is to have a background color instead of just leaving it white. Okay, wait, let me add in the reference photo. Where is it? Okay, hold on. The reference photo. Oh, this is the, wait, hold on. Okay, there you go. So this is the original reference photo, as you can see. So you can see that it is all, the background is dark. So so what I did was to color in the background. Okay, you can either set it at the background color here. Oops, yeah, but I don't like to do that. I usually like to just create a new layer and create the background color, which in this case I chose was black. So as you can see, let me just get rid of all this. So it is totally black. So by doing this, you automatically have like a background setting. Okay, let me take it off. You see the difference? It helps a lot, but it depends on the kind of painting, digital painting, the artwork that you want to do. Like for this, having a background color helps a lot and reduces a lot of the time of us, instead of having to paint every single every single part. You already have it filled in. All you got to do is just add in the highlights. So as you can see, this is what I did here. Okay, so then these are the different layers. Okay, so this one is, I just made an extra layer just in case I made any mistake. So yeah, this is everything. Okay, this piece is not the final one. The final one is this one. Okay, just let me add it in. Oops, sorry. Let me add in the final piece. Insert a photo. There you go. Okay, so this is the final piece. Oh, why is it there? Let's bring it back up. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is actually the final piece. So as you can see, I made some adjustments here and there. As you can see, the cheeks are slightly different, and I just added in some more elements. So usually when I'm done, I'm not really done. It's like there are still some things that I have to amend. In fact, I already uploaded it to Twitter and saw some things that I wanted to adjust, so I readjusted it. Okay, so with this one as well, the final piece, if you look up closely, there is like this grain which I add using the noise function. So here's noise. Where's the noise? So this one, I used noise, and I added some chromatic aberration. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, chromatic aberration. As you can see, there's like these rainbow-ish. So it creates a more realistic kind of feel to the image itself. So all right, so this is actually before the edit, for the final edit. All right, okay, so as you can see in this, the original reference photo, the original reference photo, yeah, this is it, and this is mine. So it did not have any light rays or anything, or all these smoke effects. I just wanted to be a bit different, so I added in the rays and the smoke effect later. So okay, let's see it without. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see it without. It still looks okay. It still looks fine. It's up to you, really. It's your own creation. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So then I decided to add in, to give it a bit of a different touch to it. All right, so another thing, if you notice, is the background. So I usually don't like to work on too many layers, but sometimes, as you can see here, layer 13, to shade it in, sometimes I create different layers and I multiply it. Multiply is usually the one that I use when trying to add more shadows to a layer. Okay, and then there's this as well. add. Sometimes different filters create a different effect, so just choose whichever you think is most suitable. So this one I thought it would make a nice shine to it. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So besides that, I would like to show you this. Hold on. Okay, so instead of, I'm so sorry because this is my first time doing this format, so it's a little bit all over the place. So to make sure that the background isn't just flat black, I decided to add in some shadings, you know, some slight tones to it, as you can see here. Okay, there you go. So this is the final piece. Okay, so let's just see the kind of brushes that I use to create this. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, for this piece, here are the brushes that I use. You have, okay, so I have this like one folder. These are all the brushes that I download. I don't really use all of them, but yeah, I keep them there, you know, in case I just might find it handy. So the one that I use here is mainly wait, hold on, where are you? It is Kadiri Pencil Like. Okay, it's Kadiri. It's from this set, or is it this one? I think it's this one. So I put it into a folder, Kadiri's Pencil Like. So if you can see, I'll show an example of how it is. So okay, what I like about this pen is that first it has a nice texture to it. Brush, I mean. So it has a nice texture to it. Okay, has a nice texture, and you can make it like really thin and really thick, so it works for all. If you want to make the skin all covered, like you just want to like color it in, or you just want to color it in lightly, or you just want to make thin and fine details. So to me, this brush, the Kadiri's Pencil Like, is a perfect brush for most of my artwork. All right, okay, so let's get back to that. Don't worry, I already duplicated the file. This is just for show purposes. Okay, so other than Kadiri's pencil, in this, I also use this. Anix is also another free brush. So it's also good like to cover large spaces. Okay, and there's like the texture. This is also nice. And this one as well. Okay, I can't really remember which brush I used for where because my methods usually change, but this is basically the brushes that I tend to use from time to time. But for this, yeah, these are the brushes that I used. And besides that, I wanted to give it a more painterly effect, as you can see, like around here. Hold on, yeah, let me just do this thing here. Okay, so as you can see, let's go there. Okay, so I like to create a more painterly effect, like as you can see here. Whoops. Okay, as you can see here, a more painterly effect there. So what I used was this. I think it was this one, textured. Yeah, textured paint. I think I downloaded this somewhere. You can see RL, but I honestly can't remember where I took it from. But yeah, that's the brush. So this creates a really nice effect. So you know, it really helps you. See, it really helps you blend in the skin. And yeah, I think I actually, this is my first time using this brush. I've never really used this brush before. I just had it in Procreate, but I've never really used it before. Okay, so I found it really good, and I think I'm gonna start using it from now on. Okay, so then this is a lifesaver, Haze Long Smudge. This helps a lot with my makeup. I usually don't like to use smudge, but lately I found a way to actually make it look good. So using the Haze Long brush, there are a few options. Where what I usually use would be either charcoal blend, flat brush smudge, flat smudge, and sometimes Insane Softy and sometimes soft blend. It depends. Like for this, I used a lot of charcoal blend and flat flat brush smudge. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. Okay, so let's see what flat brush smudge does. So okay, so with flat brush smudge, you do this, so it kind of creates a nice painterly effect. Right, so this is what I did on the edges here. Whoa. Okay, on the edges here, yeah, to pull it into the darkness. So I use this brush. Okay, okay, this smudge brush, and then the flat smudge is also nice. Let's see what it does. Okay, I usually like to make it slightly broad. It takes a while to get used to, because if you press too hard, it becomes that. So just press slightly and just pull it in like that, so it creates a nice kind of blend to it. Also, this brush, I find it really useful, especially if you want to blend in textures of the skin. Okay, let's just mess around with this one. Okay, so let's just make it slightly larger, and you can see, yeah, it has a charcoal effect. It's called charcoal blend, so I think it's kind of useful as well. So it depends on your usage. And the soft blend, soft blend is like an airbrush. So like for this one, I don't like to use it on skin, but this one I use mainly for the background. So when I did this, okay, there you go. When I did this, originally, how I did this background was I used the, there we go, oil paint. Okay, to show you an example, oil paint, and I just like colored it like that. Okay, and then I used wait, I think I added Gaussian blur to it, or is it, okay, wait, I think I did this first. I added the soft blend. Yeah, I think I did this. Sorry, I'm really I'm really bad at tutorials, but yeah, I find it useful if you wanted to layer it for backgrounds. So there you go, I used it for that. So basically, yeah, these are the brushes and the smudge tool that I tend to use in my digital paintings. Okay, so that's about it. I'm sorry if it's like really everywhere and you don't understand a thing that I'm saying, but I thought that I should just show you, what kind of brushes that I use for most of my works. So yes, like as you can see here, okay, wait, let me do the original one instead of this one. So like here, this little eyebrow detail, I used the Kadiri pencil, like so, as you can see. So it's easier for me to, so sorry about that. So it's easier for me to, what is so wrong? Okay, so it's easier for me to add in the details. Oh, I got the wrong layer. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. So it's easy for me to add in details if I want. And then again, it can easily be used as, to fill in colors on spaces, and then you do this. Probably I'm gonna use this one, not just to smudge it in left and right. So it takes various brushes and changing between smudge and different types of brushes to get the effect that you want. I don't just stick to one. I try to stick to one, but sometimes it requires multiple kind of brushes for it to look nice. So I hope you learned a thing or two. If you want any requests for me to do more tutorials on, or to slow down, or just to focus on something, please tell me. I will try my best to share any knowledge and information that I know that might be helpful for you to use. So alright, I'll just stop talking here. I'll let you enjoy the time lapse and process of this digital painting. Alright, so oh yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you so much. Okay. Alright guys, so the video is about to end. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have any requests or any questions or anything, just drop a comment below, and thank you so much for watching. So see you again in my next video. Alright, bye!